Ain't that a bee? If I had just read, it probably would have worked right the first time. And yes, this is still my welding table. Finally took my welder to a metal fab shop and got a professional welder who was standing there next to me, put my machine all up next to his miller, and we went through trying to figure out what was wrong with my machine. Turned out it was not the gas, it was the way I assembled the collet backward. So this guy has some holes that are supposed to flow the gas, and I had this portion stuffed in this way, so this thicker part went in and just plugged up the gas ports. So I could hear gas flowing and it was coming out, but it must have been turbulent or blowing out the sides or something. So I put it in this way. I was able to weld aluminum just fine. So that was all on 110. We're gonna clean up a tungsten now and try with the 220 to run a bead and just verify I can do this at home. But I think that's the smoking gun. So another thing I wanted to point out was I was told on the regulator there that if I set that between 35 and 40 while flowing, that seemed to work best for the guy that was doing the welding. So I'll try that here too. Had to quit because I felt my glove burning. I'll try a little thinner piece. Well, I gotta practice a little current control there. That's working a hell of a lot better than it was before though. Whoops. How's that look compared to the black splatters we were getting before? Well, that was just baked, but that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. I think that's just not enough current to go. Crank it up, try again. 200 amps now. I can only go a little bit before it starts to burn my gloves. They're smoking a little. I don't know, I'm not going to win any awards, but I'm pretty confident I can melt metal together now. While I'm out here, I'll explain what we did with this tubing bender. We got a bunch of the parts and pieces laying over there. We got the die and the swing arm and the bushings. So number one, trying to fit the die down between here has been a tight fit. I think these pulled in. I don't know if you can see that they don't look parallel, but they pulled in too close together from welding, I'm assuming, because I didn't build it, I bought it already built. So I had a friend of mine chuck up these bushings and face them down 40 thousandths on each side. There's two of these. So now it slides in pretty easy. The next problem was all these pins didn't fit through these holes. So we chucked this thing up in a Bridgeport with a little bit bigger drill bit and drilled them all, I forget, something like 10 or 20 thousandths bigger than what they were. I gotta clean it up still. But the pins all fit through nice and easy now, so I just need to reassemble it. I've got my tubing and my angle iron, so I'm gonna try to build my cross member to hold this thing up. So I'd like to get it done before the hydraulics all start to rust on this thing. So thanks to A1 Fab for helping me out with that. I've been screwing around with this for 2 or 3 years, just poking around in the barn once in a while. I'm glad to finally have it figured out. Thank you, Randy. All right, thanks for following along with learning how to use a TIG welder. I'm feeling a little bit better about this. I've got probably another year before I get to my intercooler piping, if I'm honest. Maybe 5. But at least I have the tools to do it now.